Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Ready to get things rocking, the Pro Bowl kicker from the NFC last year, Aldrich Rosas. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go!
Here we go. I'm trying to collect.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in a Giants uniform. And Dallas leads the overall series, including the last 4 meetings.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, it's Prescott. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Come on.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on third down, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. The quick slant caught, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They get it to him running left. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, you don't want to see me. That's it. You don't want it. There you go.
Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive flag.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 29.
Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Check 99. Check 99.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line.
Check that.
26.
Here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Jones finds his tight end Ingram. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Barkley trying to run inside, but nothing there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing Jones, flushed out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Throwing on second down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's third and long. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here I come again. 29 is the mic.
Here we go, 47.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 48 to Mike. Check 48.
Right up.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Go now. 70, Indy.
That's right, man. They don't want it.
2.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off. But he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick back in 2016, started all 48 games in his first 3 years in the NFL, and now making start number 49 to kick off 2019. On first down, Pollard. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Pollard again, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
47. 29 is the Mike 29. I got it.
Gun. Go. 26.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers.
Check 31. Check 31. He's checking. At the 27-yard line.
Going to run again here with Pollard.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Tight dog. No. Off. 49. Check 49. No, we're going to 53.
Check out.
26.
Now Pollard. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Army. Check 3.
Hey, check 24.
Hey, watch it.
We're going to 54. 26.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Brings it third and 3.
We're going to 54. 26.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are able to cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's coming.
We got double up. Here we go, 46.
The mic. Target.
Under. 26.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Watch the twin. Watch the twin. We're going to 54. Check 52. Check 3. Check 3.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Forbath will put this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
60 outlaw.
It's been a long game for you.
Go. Get it.
Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, it's Barkley. Shifts by him. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
Watch the screen.
5.
48 month. I got it.
Now.
Jones now from the gun on third down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end.